through with Kaine's story segment or novel segment, we're going to go ahead and continue playthrough 2 as we did previously by talking to Devil. And she's going to say, I kind of thought you never talked to us again. This is bigger than you or Popol. It's about the whole damn village. We know the struggle. And she tells us to go talk to Popol, which we will do, as also. But once we're through with this repeat dialogue, we're going to go in a different direction than we did at the same time previously. Which is hopefully going to... I'm hoping that a side quest is open to us, so that's what we're going to do. Love to have that Emil loading screen back now. Alright, Popolo, what's the news? Yeah, and we will have to go back to the Shadow Lord's castle as well. Going into New Game Plus like this, you're very grateful that, very grateful for getting quick travel immediately, the way you do. So I believe the side quest that I want to do right now is from Devila in the bar. Because unless she's still at the fountain, and it looks like she is not, awesome. Things are looking up, that's a good sign. Oh, couldn't even get in there. There she is. We are looking for the masterless lighthouse. Finally going to see the conclusion. Well, finally going to be going to Seafront in part 2, which we didn't do at all previously for ending A. And we're going to finally get some closure for the Lighthouse Lady quests we did before. I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details, and we have to go all the way to the lighthouse in Seafront. But that works out great, actually, because I want to do another thing in Seafront too that we didn't get the chance to do before. Here's our good quick travel guy. We're going to Seafront. I'm hoping anyway that we can do what I want to do before we continue that quest. It's very, I swore in my memory that there was a reason to go to Seafront in part 2, but focusing on the main story as we did, there was absolutely nothing that made us need to go here. Are they up here? I think so. Yes, okay. So here we can buy the File Axe, the Spear of the Usurper, and the Phoenix Dagger, which is the one-handed version of the Phoenix Greatsword that we already have in the Phoenix Spear. As you can see, they are very, very pricey, but we need to get them, so I'm going to try to sell some stuff. We don't need them right now. I can build it up over multiple playthroughs. But considering the fact that we are sitting on a lot of loot, we might as well. Severed cable. This is worth some decent money, but I'm looking for the big bucks. Wait, what was that? I didn't even look at what that was. That was Wolffang. Okay, definitely don't need those. Really, I don't need to worry about upgrading at all. Getting all of the weapons on hand is a lot more important. Yeah. So we can get 41,000, which is pretty good here. want to see if there's anything I missed that's worth a lot. Titanium alloy sell for a decent amount. Broken batteries, okay. Let's go ahead and sell all of that and get us close to 100k here. And then spend 72 of our 97,000 to get all 3 of these. Which then bumps our weapon collection up to 87%, so we are getting there. But just in the interest of loving every Phoenix weapon, might as well show it off. That's not the... well, that is quite the weapon. Here's the Phoenix dagger. The one-handed sword variant. Alright, I'm glad we were able to get all of these in one go and not have to come back. Oh right, I don't have the spear equipped. There we go. There's the dreaded Fisherman's Gambit quest part 6 through 10, I think. I think we finished 5 in the previous playthrough. We'll see if we have to do those. And there's the quick travel guy here. I am very turned around. We just need to go to the lighthouse now. In the previous video I mentioned how one of the, at least one side quest we have to do, I think it's a couple, but one of them is mandatory. This is not the quest I was talking about. This is mostly just to finally get closure on that quest line because it's connected to one of the more memorable ones. Hey, you got a moment? You used to be friends with the lighthouse lady, right? As I remember it, we basically hated each other. Oh, well, you at least talked to her, right? Could I ask you a favor? What's the job? The lighthouse is in good shape now, but it's going to wear out eventually. We'd like to have replacement parts ready. Can you get the parts from the junk heap? I'm sure the lighthouse lady would be appreciative wherever she is. The masterless lighthouse quest. I can't believe I'm helping her again, but alright, I'll do it. Thank you. I think we'll need 10 broken lenses and 10 broken batteries. And 10 mysterious switches would be nice too, and I am a 10-degree fool for selling all of those just now. I think I had quite a few, but that's fine, we needed the money. And we'll be going back to the junk heap anyway, so not a big deal. Let's see if I have any of those. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. That's okay, it's only 10 of each. I'm hoping that it will be, the drop rates will be kind enough to us when we go to the junk heap. What's weird is that in my memory I remember that being a very simple quest that didn't involve you actually doing anything. Well, since we will go to the junk heap as part of the main storyline, so let's just jump right into that. We'll go to the shrine now. And why did I leave this way when I have quick travel? So yeah, we'll go to the Lost Shrine and get that out of the way now. And I passed it again. There you are. That's how little times you need to go to Seafront. Lost Shrine rear path.
Shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Let us make haste.
Now, given your experience of these 10 minutes so far, it might be easy to assume that playthrough 2 does not have that many differences, but trust me when I say, just like this, we're in for a lot. This character named Gretel says Hansel. Who are you? Go away, dirty, defective swine. I'm not like you. I'm different. Well, that's a creepy Emil face right there. things to come, that scene. And when we loaded in this time, we weren't looking at it through broken textures and broken models at the wrong perspective. So that's a relief. Now what I'm really trying to figure out is how to handle enemies. I think just in the interest of not retreading over old ground, of course I'm not in a rush because I'm never in a rush with anything. I don't really feel pressured to skip enemies, but at the same time the experience that they would yield us is kind of unnecessary at this point. So it's a little tough to figure out what I want to do. Which is just echoing what I said in the previous video, but maybe I'll do a few kills here and there, but for the most part I'll skip through. Because really showing you the new story content is what is the focus here, as fun as Nier is to play. You again, stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. You. Hearing the perspective of enemies, or rather the perspective of this boss, who is an enemy, is very much a great way to show how different of an experience we're in for this time. Oh, that poor shade just spawned in right at the tip of my spear. Yeah, we are very strong. I'd be curious to see how much experience we're getting. 11,362 and 11,962, so not too bad, but still not enough to sit here and grind for a little bit, I think. Because we have block puzzles to do that are, unfortunately, as far as I remember, no different. Not that they really need to be. A block puzzle is a block puzzle after all. Oh, gotta push you down a little bit more. There we are. I think more games need weapon-based mobility like this game has, with the strong attack of the spear, how it moves you forward and also moves you down and forward if you're in the air. I've been playing a little bit of a Monster Hunter World recently, and the insect glaive weapon and the mobility it gives you through its attacks is just so much fun. I'm 100% a Monster Hunter newbie, but I've been enjoying my time with it a lot. Alright, gonna need to pull this down. Good to just push the left one into the little nook right it's right next to, though. push that in, pull this one down, and then we're good. Oh, hello, Kaine and Emil. The shade says turn back, turn back.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
And suddenly we are shocked to learn that we'll be hearing from Tyron as well. And he has a voice, not just in the novel segments. Presumably it's a voice that Kaine's been hearing her entire life, yes, but also that includes all of the time she spent with Nier, too. I really like Tyron's voice. It's very emblematic of how he seemed in the novel segment. Of course, there are more. Oh, the poor shades are trying to get in. Can I hit them through the door? That's too bad. That would have been pretty fun. Let's wedge ourselves in here and then push there. That's a lot nicer. You can get right to the door now. They're just making a dog pile of the door over down there in the mini-map. I assume Emil and Kaine are also just sitting there. Doesn't sound like a lot of attacking is going on. There they are. Considering the fact that the emphasis on playthrough 2 is Kaine's story, I wonder if Kaine is able to understand the shades because she's part shade. It would make sense, but that's also something that I feel like the game would have clarified, or at least she would have brought up over the course of the game. Maybe I have to kill all these enemies. Excuse me. Yeah, we did. Interesting. And also, I was too busy describing Tyron's voice, and I didn't talk about what he said. Ouch. That does no damage. Yeah, we're pretty powerful in playthrough 2. The Lost Shrine is a place for incomplete shades to gather. Which makes sense, I suppose, considering its connection to the Shadow Lord's castle. I've treated you all poorly. I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that?
Kaine, Emil, I want you to... Look, I'm sorry, alright?
Sorry for what?
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine? I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
I wish everyone felt the same way. It's alright, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun, in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
So we got up there right as the dialogue finished. And there's our quick run to the shrine. So it seems that these small shades are the ones that went Gestalt early before it was complete, and the ones that befriended the boss. Don't you touch them. Damn you. So yes, even the bosses in cutscenes stop, they can't defend themselves, and in battle get their own dialogue, which was happening when we were fighting them before, but now we finally have the ability to understand it. I am not their leader. It is I who rely on them. It is they who saved me. Stop hurting my friends.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
And there's the radial. He was gonna say hope to best me. Those are my friends. Right into phase 2.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine? Oh, you're kidding me.
Kaine!
Move. Come on, you stupid arm, move. We are incomplete, but our friends make us whole. We are mocked, abused, and hated, but our friends keep us strong. That is what keeps us going. Do not stand in the way of our lives. Those are my friends. Come on, move.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No! Kaine!
Get back.
What is that?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine! Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Ouch.
Kaine! Please come back!
Okay, Kaine actually deals some damage to us.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
I'm sorry, Grimoire Vice, but clearly not.
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is, we're gonna get you back! I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine! I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you! I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong! You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away!
All right. All right. Stop crying.
Quick little interjection here. I hope I didn't kill Kaine's shade too quickly, but I would have expected if there was going to be dialogue, I was expecting it to be pretty early. So I'm hoping not, but it's strange though, because if there isn't, that would be one of the times I would expect there to be a lot of dialogue. But maybe it's because, and this is a stretch, so bear with me, maybe it's because Kaine's perspective is, her control is lost because the shade overtakes her, so maybe she's not even able to listen to Tehran. I don't know. It's a stretch, I know. And poor Gretel, too. Suddenly got a new lease on life, and now we were there to wreck it. The mysterious stone fragment. Back to Popola we go, as usual. The Stone Guardian fragment, as we know. So considering the lighthouse quest, I'm probably going to go to the junk heap first. It's too bad the villagers never really do get a chance to listen to Devil and Popola and be more accepting of Kaine and Emil. If only they knew what Devil and Popola were up to in actuality, and not just being, you know, a guitar player in a tavern or a fountain and the equivalent of a mayor. So yeah, we'll head to the junk heap first. That is to say, first thing in the next video. So thank you so much for